There is an architecture to wealth that most people walk past every single day without ever seeing it. It is not built with bricks. It is not built inheritance. It is built with the quiet, invisible force of daily habits. Nearly a century ago, a man named Napoleon Hill spent 2 decades studying the most successful individuals in human history. He did not look at their bank accounts. First, he looked at their minds. What he discovered was a profound truth that operates like gravity in the financial world. He found that wealth is rarely the result of a single brilliant idea or a stroke of blind luck. Rather, it is the predictable harvest of specific, deeply ingrained habits of thought and action. There are 15 of these wealth habits quietly operating in the background of every self-made fortune. They do not require a genius IQ. They do not require a prestigious degree. They simply require the discipline to adopt them and the patience to let them compound over time. Let us walk through them slowly, because understanding these 15 forces will permanently change how you view your financial future. The first habit is a definiteness of purpose. Most people wander through their financial lives like ships without a rudder. They take whatever job is offered, spend whatever money they earn, and simply hope things work out. Wealth requires a specific, measurable destination. You must know exactly what you are trying to build. A vague desire for more money is useless. When your mind has a definite, burning purpose, it acts as a filter. It begins to automatically identify opportunities and discard distractions. The second habit is the mastermind principle. No one builds an extraordinary fortune entirely alone. The human mind is limited in its individual capacity. Hill realized that when 2 or more minds coordinate in a spirit of harmony, they create a third, invisible, intangible force, a mastermind. Surrounding yourself with people who possess different skills, higher standards, and similar ambitions accelerates your growth in ways that individual effort never could. The third habit is applied faith. This is not blind optimism. It is a deep, unwavering conviction in your ability to achieve your definite purpose. Fear and doubt are the great destroyers of wealth. They paralyze action and force people to sell their investments at the exact wrong time. Applied faith is the mental armor that allows you to stay the course when the markets crash, when a business venture stalls, and when everyone around you is panicking. The fourth habit is the practice of going the extra mile. In a world where most people try to do the absolute minimum to get by, doing more than you are paid or is a radical financial strategy. It seems counterintuitive in the short term. Why work harder without immediate compensation? But the universe operates on a system of delayed returns. When you consistently deliver more value than expected, you create a compounding debt of goodwill. Eventually, the market overcompensates you for your initial unrewarded efforts. The fifth habit is personal initiative. Wealth is not passive. It requires motion. Most people wait to be told what to do. They wait for the perfect market conditions, or the perfect job offer, or the perfect time to start investing. The wealthy do not wait. They act. They understand that a flawed plan executed with vigorous initiative today is infinitely more profitable than a perfect plan executed a decade from now. The sixth habit is a functioning imagination. Hill called this the workshop of the mind. Money is ultimately a byproduct of value creation. Value is created by solving problems, and solving problems requires imagination. You must train your mind to see what is not yet there, to look at a shifting economy and imagine where the capital will flow next, rather than looking at where it has already been. The seventh habit is enthusiasm. It is the fuel that powers the engine of your financial life. Enthusiasm is highly contagious. It persuades investors, it attracts partners, and it sustains your own energy during the long, inevitable plateaus of wealth building. Without it, the journey simply becomes too exhausting to endure. The eighth habit is accurate thinking. This is perhaps the rarest habit of all in the modern world. We are flooded with opinions, rumors, and emotional narratives designed to capture our attention. Accurate thinkers separate facts from fiction. They do not make financial decisions based on what their neighbors are doing or what the television tells them to fear. They look at the raw data. They understand the underlying value of an asset, and they act on logic rather than emotion. The ninth habit is concentration of effort. Wealth is not built by scattering your energy across 100 different schemes. It is built by focusing intensely on your primary objective, like a magnifying glass concentrating the rays of the sun to start a fire. Your mental and financial capital must be focused to generate real power. Diversification is for preserving wealth. Profound concentration is for building it. The 10th habit is cooperation. Friction destroys capital. Harmony compounds it. The ability to work seamlessly with others, to understand their motives, and to align their interests with your own is a skill that pays endless dividends. They heirs bore maido. Lone wolf may survive. The cooperative pack thrives and dominates. The 11th habit is profiting by failure. This is a crucial pivot point in the life of every wealthy individual. Most people view failure as a permanent stop sign. They lose money in the market or a business goes bankrupt, and they retreat into a lifetime of financial timidity. Hill discovered that every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The wealthy do not enjoy losing money, but they extract the lesson from the loss. They treat the failure as an expensive tuition fee paid to the market, and they return smarter. The 12th habit is tolerance. A closed mind is a poor mind. If you are rigid in your beliefs, if you refuse to understand new technologies, new markets, or new ways of living, you will be left behind by the march of progress. Wealth requires an open, observant mind that is willing to adapt to the reality of the changing world. The 13th habit is the habit of saving. This is the mechanical translation of all your mental efforts. You must systematically pay yourself first. A portion of all you earn must be yours to keep. You cannot master the discipline of saving a portion of your income. The seeds of greatness are simply not in you. The amount does not matter at first. The habit matters entirely. This saved capital is the unplanted seed from which your financial orchard will grow. The 14th habit is self-discipline. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. You must be the absolute master of your own thoughts, your impulses, and your spending habits. The urge to buy things to impress people you do not like is a trap that keeps millions in poverty. Self-discipline is the only key to unlocking that cage. And finally, the 15th habit is what Hill called the cosmic habit force. This is the grand culmination of the previous 14. When you repeat a thought or an action long enough, the universe steps in and makes it permanent. It locks it into an automatic routine. At first, you must consciously force yourself to save, to study the markets, to maintain enthusiasm, and to think accurately. It requires immense effort, but eventually the cosmic habit force takes over. Wealth building becomes your default state. You begin compounding money and knowledge automatically without conscious strain. Most people are living inside the negative version of this force right now. Their habits of debt, fear, and impatience have become automatic, quietly eating away at their futures. They look for hot tips and quick schemes because they do not understand the profound, unstoppable power of these 15 habits. But from this moment forward, you have a choice. You can continue to let the invisible forces work against you, or you can begin today to adopt these habits of the mind. The time will pass anyway. The only question is whether your habits will leave you poor or quietly, inevitably wealthy.